Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. So today I'd just like to talk a little bit about security, real security and false security. Of course, everyone needs to feel secure. It's impossible actually to live with insecurity. So we are trying to feel secure in different ways. And there's one very instructive song. I just like to quote a verse from this song, which very nicely explains our situation and the remedy, the positive alternative, as my Guruji said. So it's a song by Govindadas Kaviraj called Bhajahure Mana Sri Nandanandana. I just like to sing the third verse. E Dhanna Yobana Putra Parijana Iti Ke Ache Parati Tire Kamala Dala Jala Jivana Talamala Kamala Dala Jala Jivana Talamala Bhajahu Haribada Nitire Bhajahu Haribada Nitire. So the translation of that verse is, what assurance of real happiness is there in all of one's wealth, youthfulness, sons, and family members? This life is tottering like a drop of water on a lotus petal. Therefore you should always serve and worship the divine feet of Lord Hari. So that line caught my attention especially. This life is tottering like a drop of water on a lotus petal. A drop of water on a lotus petal at any moment, it can fall off at any moment. So that is our situation. We want security, and we try in so many ways. Get yourself a very nice house and nice security system, a lot of money in the bank, and in this way we try to be comfortable and feel comfortable and secure. But of course, as we know, these kinds of things give no security to the soul. And I am the soul, I'm not the body. Just like it explains in the Vedas, there are three kinds of miseries in this world. Adhyatmik, adhibhotik, adhidaivik. Miseries that comes from other living entities, mosquito, crocodile, some dacoit. Adhyatmik, adhibhotik, adhidaivik. Miseries that come from my own mind and body. Sickness and disturbed mind, fear, depression, and so forth. And then third kind of disturbance that comes is from nature. In other words, we get a tsunami, we get an earthquake, this and that. So we're helpless in these situations. No matter how much money, how much power you have, you cannot stop these things happening. And of course, we are in the world of birth and death. This planet is called Mrityaloka, birth of planet of death. Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadi. We cannot stop this repetition of birth, Janma Mrityu, death, Jara, old age and disease. We are powerless, no matter how much we try. So our attempts to find security in the material way are useless, absolutely useless. And of course, we stay in illusion. We think, oh, look at me, I've got this amazing house with aircon and wonderful, beautiful facilities. I'm so happy. I'm fine. Not being aware that at any moment, as it says, like a drop of water on a lotus petal, all of that can be taken away. Of course, at some point it will be taken away. But to be thinking and feeling that I'm secure now because I've got all this material comfort and facility, this is illusion. This is illusion. So as my Guruji said, what is the positive alternative? The positive alternative we hear comes from Krishna consciousness, how to become conscious of Krishna, how to know Krishna, how to love Krishna. And this is the positive alternative. And I would just like to read a couple of verses in which Krishna talks specifically about security. There's a verse here in this 5th chapter, verse number 17. Krishna says, "Immortality and freedom come quickly to the faithful souls whose hearts have been cleansed of all insecurity by a fully determined and intelligent effort to seek the divine shelter." So Krishna is being very, how can you say, clear on this point that what is needed is we need to make a fully determined and intelligent effort to seek divine shelter, not any kind of material shelter, divine shelter. And what is the consequence of that? Krishna says that immortality and freedom come quickly to the faithful souls whose hearts have been cleansed of all insecurity. So there we have very, very clear instruction and very hopeful instruction of how to find true security, real security, by this process of bhakti yoga. And then again, Krishna says in the 9th chapter, he gives a very, very beautiful description of the prospect of the devotee. Where is he going? What is his destination? Krishna says, and this is the 9th chapter, verse 2, "This most royal of sciences is the supreme monarch amongst mysteries, the purest and most holy of ways. It brings one to the direct perception of the spiritual realm, which should be understood as the final accomplishment of all religions, and it bestows supreme joy which lasts forever." Wow, how about that? Supreme joy which lasts forever. Elsewhere, Krishna talks about enduring peace and infinite joy, all these amazing descriptions of being in Krishna consciousness, and of course coming to perceive directly the spiritual realm, Goloka Vrindavan, beyond all birth and death. So this is the real hope for us, and this is of course where we should put our attention. As we say when we greet someone or say goodbye, Krishna matirastu, may your attention be on Krishna. Not to be distracted. There are so many false attractions, false securities. We need to be smart, transcendently smart, and understand, yes, the only thing that's good for me is to take shelter, to engage in the devotional service of Sri Krishna, the beloved of all souls. And then there's another verse I just want to share with you also about security. Krishna says, this is all beautiful verse from the 9th chapter, verse 22. Krishna says, "However, I come personally to meet the every requirement and ensure the full security of those who are undeviating in their remembrance of me and perpetually absorbed in a consciousness of pure devotion." So, wow, it doesn't get better than that. Krishna says that he comes personally. He doesn't send one of his unlimited servants. He comes personally. What to do? What to meet the every requirement. Wow, people are in so much anxiety about money and housing and this and that and paying the bills, and working hard and scheming and struggling to do that. But Krishna says, no, you become pure, you engage in my service, you give your full attention to me, and I personally will come to meet your every requirement. No shortfall, no lack. This is an amazing promise. And he says, and to ensure your full security. Wow. So these are amazing promises, and of course we need to firstly develop our faith that this is true, there's no other way, and that it's real, that it's for me, and therefore I just need to apply myself to this process of bhakti yoga, hearing and chanting about Krishna and so forth, every day in a fully determined way, and not to be distracted. And in this way, my life is successful, and of course to help others in this way. So many people are struggling and unhappy because a lack of this knowledge and a lack of applying this knowledge. So we can, as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, as Prabhupada says, as our acharyas say, whoever you meet, just tell them about Krishna. Just tell them about Krishna. Whoever you meet, in the supermarket, on the street, no matter. They're all in the ocean of birth and death. And we know that the only thing that can save us is this eternal path of loving devotion. So we should try to share it as best we can. And in this way our lives become meaningful and secure. Jai Jai Radhe.